I've never.
Alright, we're back on this bike again. Somebody said I had to work on it today. Nah, it wasn't him, he's too stupid.
Here, share the schematic. Share the schematic.
You can show him the schematic, it's very important.
Here it is.
That's one of them. Alright, you know where these wires go? I don't know either. Okay, so we're going to put the Deutsch plug here up inside the neck up in here. So you can either have this one where it plugs down, comes down, or you can have it where this one comes down. This one here you can get a hold of and pop easier, so we'll put this in the bottom one. Or is that one going to be the top one? Actually, that one's probably going to be the top one. This one here will probably be the plug in, so we'll reverse it. So I'm going to put this one here on this one. You got to make sure you leave enough wire that you can stick it up in there like this. However high it'll go. Looks like it'll go up there pretty far. So we're going to go ahead and leave a little bit of length on these so it'll tuck up there pretty good. Did you get that? Alright, so these two here are going to go elsewhere. We don't know where they're going yet. Did you read the schematic over there? Tell me what these wires are for?
It's over there.
Well, I can't read and cut and modify at the same time. Thought you were in charge of what we're doing around here today.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we don't need help around here. Are those equal lengths for you there? Yeah, silent type, huh? What?
You're going to have to read it.
I have to read? I can't read.
I have no glasses.
There you go. We're on our own then.
No, just cut them.
I already did.
Red to red, black to black.
There's 3 different reds. Same harness.
Let's put them all in one red.
Common. Common red.
Red.
Alright, where's my connectors at? Walker stole some of them, so... Looks like he stole all of them. Oh, there's the ones. Alright, so we got males and females on these. So these are the male ones. You have to figure it out on your own what that means. Where's our plug at? Okay, we're going to use this one.
Yep.
So the female plug uses the male terminals. That way you know which ones go in there. Did you get that? Pretty complicated. If you put the wrong ones on, you have to reverse it. I like cutting these short so I don't get cut. Short. Where are my crimpers going? I stole them again. Oh, there they are. Okay, this one here, you got 3 different holes to use. I always use a small one. This has a little thing right there to hold the terminal in. So that catches right on the edge right here. I just shove it in there, and you come down and squeeze on it. See, you have this here, play with it a little bit. So you're supposed to be helping on
You
this.
have to get it in focus, my man.
Is he out of focus already? Jeez. Now if you get past halfway up in the zoom, the focus doesn't work very well. There, you're trained now.
Yeah. Expert. That's it. You got enough done today.
So you shoved it all the wire in all the way until you hit the stop on this here. And that's when you crimp it. So this crimps it on the wire and it crimps it on the outside of the housing, so it's strain release, so it bends back and forth. See where it flexes where I'm holding that right there. So it keeps the wire from breaking. Now if you solder it, it's going to flex right where the solder is. Plus when you solder it, it screws up the strength of the wire, makes it brittle, and breaks even quicker. So that's why you solder everything, so it breaks easy. Right, Jerry?
Yep.
See, Jerry solders everything on his bike. He likes it that way.
Yeah, I like it to break. Gives me something to do.
See that one in there sideways? I felt it go like that. Now this one here, you can actually release the tension on this one by doing this. See, I just saved it. Almost junked out that one.
Yeah, that's a nice crumper.
Yep. 99-cent store.
Yeah.
You going for that? It was 99 cents, plus a little extra,
All this doing
just to cover the shipping and handling.
all this doing is got for the 99-cent store.
All right, those ones are now done.
That's how he could keep the prices so low.
That's how they do it. Now we gotta figure out how we're gonna wire this pig. Okay, I got a bunch of schematics and pictures and crap here to figure out. Okay, those are where the wires are supposed to go. Got that figured out? And I haven't figured out if I'm using an 8 or a 6 yet on this either.
He moves too fast. I can't keep up with you.
You can't keep up with the camera? I mean, I gotta go real slow like this. You lost the video, so you gotta go real slow like this. You have to follow the hands there. See, the hands go like that. I got 2 hands too, so you have to split the camera view. I'm gonna get some more comments. Oh well. Alright, we got a red. What red is that? That is red small. So red 20 gauge. Where's red 20 gauge at on this list? Beats me. Who wrote this chicken scratch? I don't even see that one on the list. You found it? It's just 20 gauge. It says horn. It says black and brown. There's the black. I got the black one. That goes on the horn. But that's horning out. Yeah, we'll just stick it there. I'm going to put it right there. See how it doesn't fit in there? See what happens when you do it wrong? So you have to pop the little trigger in here. It comes out. Supposed to use this side. There, see how one fits in there better? Even heard it pop. With brown. Brown was horn. I remember seeing that one. We got a red one. Okay. That's my starting point. If you're lucky, you didn't screw up anything. Might have. Alright, now we get to go on the other side of the bike and figure it out. You got lost already? I'll get all of this. Anyway. Let me move that for you. Are you happy?
Let me get on the side of you.
You want to get on my side? This is the side I look at. Okay, now I got to figure out my mess because I'm getting ahead of myself. So now all of these here have to go down into here. And I'm going to have to extend this harness all the way down to here. Poke this down through like this. That's now in the way. And we're going to terminate these over here someplace. Now these are in pairs so I don't get them mixed up. So you know which one goes where? You don't know either?
Mm-mm.
That's good. I don't know either. Have to figure that out. So that's why I got my cheat sheet here. Now I know the high and low goes on this bike, so those are easy. That's these ones here. blue, white, and green. Those ones are easy to do. So if you don't know what to do, you just start with the easy stuff. You work your way up. Now the problem is right now I got to keep these two separate from these two. And I have to take them out of this harness. So the easiest way to do this is these two are the same length. They go together. See how these are already in pairs? Because these go up to your switches way up there. These two here are going to go way down to here. See, now even a dummy like me can figure out which two go together, see? We know we need all the help we can get around here. That's already good. So we need another length in here. Okay, so now I got three different things I got to hook together. The lengths should all be the same. The white, the blue, the yellow. These are all the same also. Okay, now we gotta stick this to a harness because we want to pinch it here in the 4 o'clock. So it'll come down through there, come out through here. So we're gonna want a piece of tubing that's gonna be at least about this long here. So it needs to be at least that long. It has to be big enough to put all these wires through there and go up to go over the harness up here. And my little piece will shrink tubing up here on the connection to keep them together. So we gotta get some harness material.
Shrink tube.
Nope, I said harness material, not shrink tube.
Harness material.
This one here is too small. That's one we just threw over here. This one might be big enough. So you can get all those in there? And we'll find out. Here, hold that for a second. All right. You keep it track this so you can work on your panhead when you get it?
How come I don't see those sticking out the handlebars anymore?
Because they're hidden. All you do is follow the wires. This is a tight squeeze. Some are coming out. Damn, that thing's pregnant. I think we almost put some lube in this thing, maybe.
I think it's a little too tight.
You think it's too tight? You don't think it's going to fit? Pick up another one. There's that one. Brown one. We only got 2 left that are being a problem.
Oh, I see one.
I mean, this one right here. How about that last one?
That's one of the two.
Yeah, we're gonna see this last one. It's not coming out yet. Here, hold this, Jerry. Pull the bottom. Okay, puts tension on it. I try to hold the top and slide the tube up. Okay, did it come out? Doesn't appear to. Oh, there it is. We lucked out. There it is. Back down a little bit so you got room for that to come out. There we go. What do you mean it's pregnant? Is that tight?
Sweet.
Yeah, it comes out right there. Now you just tuck it up under there somehow. Hold it. We can take one of those holes right there and put a big zip tie from here all the way across. And hold the tank on at the same time.
That'll work.
It'd be almost like rubber mounted.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I need a piece of shrink tube. You got some shrink tube in your back pocket? Bring any with you, Jerry?
I didn't bring any with me.
What's wrong with you? Good thing I brought my own.
Yeah. You gonna go over all of that now?
I hope so. I already cut it.
For the seam?
I'll just slit it down the middle if it's not long enough.
Okay, I would do it.
I'm sure it'll still work.
I would have cut the shit long before this.
You would have gave up already?
I would have spread it down the middle long before.
Split it right down the middle and glued it back
Put a
together?
tie wrap on it.
Tie wrap. That's it. That's how you did it. Tie wrap. That's it. See, it's starting to melt the plastic up here. Mine don't care about the heat, but that piece of crap there does.
That does.
That's the difference in quality between my stuff and the what they give you from China.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is going to be up in there. Actually, I'm going to have to figure out some way of holding this up. We might run to put a little hole right here so I can run a zip tie around here to hold it from the back side, but we'll figure that out in a little while. Okay, so those are going to circle around. They're going to go back up like that. So it looks like we're going to have about that much line coming out the end over here. So you just have to figure out how much you want to use. So, yeah, at least 1.25 inches. So about 1.5 inches probably be a good number to use. It's sticking out. Okay, now I got to figure out where I'm going to terminate this stuff to. Okay, where's our plug at? So this here is our plug. Where'd the other half go to? This here's the other half. Yeah, it's being a pain, so just take it off for now. She's only going one way, see. So now this is going to go up in there like this. It's going to come through here like this. And I'm going to plug it in up there like that. See how it tucks up in there? Okay, now I got to figure out how I'm going to wire this pig. That's the fun part. Okay, we know that the headlight stuff is pretty much by itself. It has to go to your high-low switch. So we have to have power. So this is our power source here. The headlight, we haven't wired it yet. We need to get that wired in. Remember this custom wiring harness you had over here? See, he had the high beam special wired.
Sweet.
Yeah, didn't need that one. Okay, so now I got to make a harness that goes from here all the way over to here. Now there's two ways we can do it. We can either let it ground, see the bucket, frame, front end, and neck cups, or you can put a ground wire from here all the way to the bike. Which one do you like?
You're the pro.
You're the pro.
Ground wire.
Ground wire? You want me to just run it through the ball bearings and everything else and work its way out? So that means we gotta run 4 wires. So how you can get 4 wires in there? What size harness is that gonna take? No help?
The 4-wire harness.
A 4-wire harness. That'd be the good size one to use, huh?
You want to do this, Jerry?
I would have passed all that heat shield shit. I would have just tar wrapped it and spray painted it black.
You would have just bypassed it completely?
All that stuff. All that stuff.
Just zip tie it.
Zip tied it.
Zip tie it.
Paint it black.
Paint it black and zip tie it?
Paint them all black.
Paint it all black? Alright, so this here is gonna go through here somehow. Make 1 lap around the headlight or 2?
I think 1 lap would look good.
1 to be perfect? Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Put it
good.
right on the edge.
See, that's why we don't let Jerry wire the bikes around here.
That way you can hold the toggle switch in your lap.
Do it all at once? Oh, that'd be
Turn
nice.
your headlight on and off.
Okay, now see, I like having these the same length, see, so. Alright. More come out of there yet. Okay, so that one's gonna come right through there. Give ourselves a little bit of free room right there. Come through here, go up inside the headlight a little bit. Just enough to make it so it's protected. Where's my clippers at? Oh, you stick them way over on the other side of the bike. You did it on purpose, didn't you, Jerry?
Yep.
See over here? So we're just gonna come out through here. We'll give ourselves some room for wire. We don't need to be tight at all. Here, I'm gonna make it that long. You can make it a pretty good loop all the way around too if you want, it doesn't matter. And you can put a zip tie right here to keep it from going in and out. Okay, now I get some wire stuck in there.
4?
4. Yeah. How'd you know?
I remember.
You remembered? What color's it gonna be?
All red.
All red? 1 color? Make it simple.
Make it simple.
Make it simple.
Put a piece of tape on each one.
Piece of tape. You don't like coming through there, does it?
He wants my opinion.
So you're simple.
1 piece of tape brings this wire.
All I know is you can't put 4 fat wires in here, so some of these are going to have to be small.
It's gonna be 2 skinny wires.
So far, we haven't reused your original ones here yet.
Yeah, what's that number 12? THHN?
Here's a black one here. It's already got an eyelet on and everything, except we're not using eyelets. I'm going to use 1 wire of yours, just so we have 1 on the bike that's left over. Make you feel kind of special. So that'll be our ground wire.
Nice.
And you want to make sure your ground wire is about the same size as your hot wire. Otherwise, you could have a problem with the ground being too small. What other colors we got? We got blue. There's no blue up there. We have a white and a yellow. Oh, there's only 3 wires. See, we got plenty of room now. See, we only take 3, not 4.
Plenty of room.
Look at all my wires. Lost all my wires.
You got some red down here.
That one's being used. And the white. I found the white. Found the yellow. See, that's why you don't reuse these colors in the rest of the bike. So you still got rolls left to use. See?
Yeah. I like where you mounted that.
Mounted what? The headlight? Regulator? Yeah, that was his doing. What did I do with my harness?
I mean,
There
I
it
did
is.
something right.
Well, that's one way of doing it. There's other ways of doing it. Doesn't look quite as bad. But
That's an interesting place for it.
now, do you want to keep using your wire, or you want to upgrade to my wires?
Let's use your wires.
It'd be your last one this year. So. Here, you have to hold that, Jerry.
You can use that black one.
I could, but he said he wants to upgrade. He wants good wire, not that crap. Luckily, I have a black one still over here. I just haven't got 250 feet left. Well, maybe not 250. Maybe not 250 anymore. There, now we got high performance wire all the way around. Now we got way too big of a harness. See how those small those are? We'll use this for something important.
Yeah.
We'll use that for the seat warmer. There you go.
Oh, it's 3 wires.
So we got a high, a low, and a ground. That's all you need.
That's it.
That's it. If you eliminate the one of the beams and the ground, you only need one wire.
Yeah.
Pretty high performance stuff. Now you got to fish it back through all here because somebody pulled it out already. Geez, the phone hasn't even rang yet. What's up with that?
I know, you're getting all this shit done.
Yeah, I'm able to work a little bit today.
Yeah.
You want to make sure it's the same length, so you don't go too far. Little details matter. Okay, now we need a zip tie. I just happen to have a whole bunch of these zip ties laying around here. I don't know where all these came from. Where's my dikes at? I keep losing my dikes. Is that big enough to go through there? Oh, look at that. It's tight. It's got to be finished length. You can't use that one. So you're not bad on my hands. See, you can look with your face, but you gotta watch my hands. Yeah. So we get all these wire zip ties that we cut off his bike because he had like them every 3 inches. And some people are cheap and reuse these things. Not be nobody around here though. Nobody around here would do that. You don't know anybody with that name, do you? Cheap? There you go, look at that. Almost like it was made for it.
It was. You don't even have to cut off any extra.
Oh, I'll cut some extra off. I'm going to pull it. We're not putting no more wires through that harness, are we?
That's it.
Wrong side. See, that's the problem. You have no tang to pull again, so. There we go. Did I hit you?
Nope.
Damn, I was trying to. There you go. Is that going to pass your test?
Sweet.
Is it a zip tie I cut? And I'm going to take this one over here. I'll stick it around here. Down there like that. And I'm going to leave the tail on there because that just gives you more holding power. There. So you do that?
Headlight.
It's almost wired. Now see this yellow wire here? This is your high beam indicator. It does not go with the yellow wire here because that's low beam. It goes on the white wire. So these two have to be spliced together. And you got to put a wire in your. We'll have to splice it into this here. These ends right here to get them in there. Pretty hard to do. Okay, so how's our wiring over here? We don't know my wire. I had longer length in here before. A little bit too short. Who did that?
Good thing you can pull more through it.
Well, I have zip ties on there now, so it's a little harder, but see, this wire is pretty slick. It is slick. So you can pull it a little bit. So figure how much length you want coming out. I'm thinking about that much length there. Now the ground's the only one we're not sure how much we're going to have, because I got to figure out when to ground it to. One thing you don't want to do, you don't want to ground it to that, because that vibrates all over the place. So maybe we'll go to off of here someplace. Maybe we'll put it somewhere else. So this one here we're going to leave long, so I just pull out whatever I want. I don't know what we're going to want yet. I'm pretty sure we're going to want more than this though. See how that can grow? So maybe we'll hook it to your, I'll put on this bolt right here.
Oh, that looks sweet.
I like that.
Put a big yellow zip tie
Yes,
Yeah.
Can you make
coming
it
out there,
squirrely?
twisting around like the other wire.
Yeah.
I could probably do that.
And then like me, you can hang a bell on it.
A bell? Yeah, that'd be really good. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I can probably do all that stuff if I wanted to. You know the chance that's going to be happening? It ain't. Okay, so I'm gonna get all in there. Now I got to figure out where I'm gonna wire all this stuff to. Okay, we're gonna have some jumpers over here. So we got to figure out we're gonna jump some of these things together. So we got an orange powering into something else. We got an orange and a green over here. That's a horn. Except we're gonna power all our hots together. So the ones that went up to the button up there will be powered together. The ones that are brake light switch are not going to be powered together. So I got to figure out where all these wires go to, so I can figure out when I'm going to splice them into the connector. Where's the connector over here? See how you got one wire going in here? You can actually put two of these together and put one terminal on them and shove them in. It gives you a junction. So I'm going to be doing that. I just have to figure out which pairs I'm going to use. So I'll figure that out. We'll come back and we'll see what we're going to do.
Hey, why are you?
That's it for now. Okay, we're getting back on this. A couple hour delay. Finally got my pattern, figured out what I'm going to do for my Deutsch connector. We got to go to an 8-pin. I was trying to do it in 6, but we got to go to an 8. And then we got the ignition switch up here. We got a wire. And we're just figuring out some stuff right now. So right now I got the, what did I do with the harness I just cut? Okay, I got this piece of conduit I just cut that goes from here up to the ignition switch. So we'll start pre-running some of this stuff, figure out what we need. So there you go. What did we leave off at? Let's see here. Oh, I was going to zip tie this together. That's what I was doing. That's what I was trying to do. I got interrupted. Okay, these wires need to be the same length as these wires. About the same? Yeah, it looks close. Okay, the black is the ground. So these are going to be our hot wires for our lights. So what do we got doing here? Okay, there's single connection, nothing into them. These are going to go into the receptacles. These are going to be the males. There's females. Alright, what do we do with the extra parts? They on that side? Oh, what happened to our tools? Where's all the tools?
Right here.
They over there?
Yeah.
Looking at you, not seeing it. Where's the other strip? Yes. Under here. Back on.
You're on.
Okay, we found them. They were on the floor. Something happened to them. I think somebody sabotaged me.
Scooby.
Yeah, blame on the dog. That looks like a dog print. I think they were manipulation going on here. Yeah. Oh. Somebody squeezed it on me. What the hell's going on today? Having a good day. See, I must have got too much sleep.
Not enough.
No, I had too much. 'Cause not enough, I work fine. I know it's not that. Oh well. You know the wire. See better now?
Yes, sir.
See, this one's only slightly crunched. It'll straighten out when I put the wire in there. They're good as new. All right. Now we put these in here. I don't think I did them right. I don't have my screwdriver this time. Found my missing screwdriver. It's only taken a month. Somebody put it in back with all the customer junk tools. Pulling the wrong one. There it goes. One, two. What the hell? There it goes. Okay. Now, go back to my cheat sheet. Okay, we're going to put the yellow on the right, on the one corner. Yellow. Okay, we're going to put the white one on the other corner. Alright. Hey, we got two in. Okay, what's this other one we got laying around? We got a black one. Brown one. Where's brown go? That'd be right down here. Two horn. Third one down on the right. Goes right there. And black. What's black? Black is out of main harness. black taillight main harness. Second hole on the right. Right there. Hey, we got something done almost. And we got a red one left too. This is red 20 gauge. And that's out of the harness. Red. Where's red? Goes down here. Red to rear brake light. So that's on the bottom left corner. There. All right. Good up. We can change that location now. Put it on the right corner. Because these wires all lined up nicely. And we got an extra pinhole anyway, so it doesn't matter. Go either position. Okay, so we got that in there. That there. We got our pink one now. The new one we had to put in. Somebody forgot to put this in the harness. We had to put it in the harness. We're not naming any names around here.
Scooby.
Scooby did it?
Yeah.
Okay, the dog did it. I think it was some dumbass in front of the camera did it. Let's see. Pink wire. What was the pink one for? I forgot. It says right there what it's for. We got to go in with an orange wire. Got to jump it into an orange. And then we got a white wire. We got to jump into an orange. Okay. So we got to go back up to our headlight because I need this white wire and it's being used right now. Now we got those all terminated in there, right? So I need this. This. All right. So over here, I need to pull this tight. Pull out a couple more inches of wire harness here, so. Okay, I've already put these two here spliced together because we got a high beam indicator light and a high beam wire. There's our shrink tubing to go on there. We already terminated that. Then we have the green wire is going to be. Let me see what we got here. No, that is not correct. Who the hell did that? These are not stock color codes. Great. That's in low beam location now. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take that terminal out of there. Flashlight line over there, right here. Okay, let's see where they got the pins in this thing. The pins are on the inside edge. So inside of here there's going to be a little bit of a pin you have to pop. This screwdriver is a little bit too fat, so I need a smaller one. So we're going to get the micro ones. So you gotta get a flat blade that's narrow enough to fit in that little groove right here. Looks like that one might fit. This might be too big though, but we'll see. Boom. So they have a little titty right under here, see? That's what catches it. There, we Pop it back up so we can put it back in again. Where the plug go to? Okay, I don't really care which one, blue or green. So what color you want to be ground? You care?
Nope.
Don't care. Left or right? Don't care. Let's see, the way this one's made up, this is going to be the ground.
I think we should use green as the ground.
Okay, sounds like a plan.